Africa, the tiny coffee-producing nation of Burundi saw renewed violence on Thursday between ethnic Hutu guerrillas and government forces. It's a disappointing twist for many who thought peace was right around the corner.
After the civil war began, this tiny nation is still heavily militarized. With a ceasefire, the alliance signed in 30s, government soldiers and rebels of the Forces for National Liberation, FNL, the last of Burundi's rebels, clashed on a day.
An unquenchable thirst and desire for what they see as home, even though they may be going back to worse poverty than they've been experiencing living in refugee camps in Tanzania.
I went to Burundi in 2010 for the first time to visit orphanages on behalf of Burundi Friends International. We met children in need, adults in need, to take care of them. I also met people at a university that needed English teachers from America to come teach, explore their world, and they could explore mine. In 2011, I went to Burundi for 4 months. It was an eye-opening experience for me, because they embrace you with open arms. They invite you into their home. It's a privilege for me to be there, but they say it's a privilege for them to have an American at their house, in their school, to teach them. I had the opportunity to teach over 150 students at Light University English communication. We had over 60 hours of communication together. It was really a cultural exchange between the group and myself, between individuals, and we built a community. Burundians have a great ability to connect because sometimes that's all they have is one another. This is why I went back the second time, and this is why I'm going again. Because people who have deep connection and love is a gift to me.
In 2010, I traveled to Burundi with some of my board members where we visited Mother Teresa of Calcutta Orphanage, among other that we visited during that time. And I will never forget the image of meeting 40+ babies crying as they were being tied up by their beds because the orphanage did not have enough aides to take care of the kids. BFI later helped the orphanage by purchasing fabrics to make clothing and bedding for the children, additional to thermos and other material to give just a little more comfort to these little ones. And just this past summer, I was in Burundi again to visit the hospitals and clinics, recipient of BFI for the food container of medical supplies and equipment sent last year. The joy came to my heart when a nun and nurse at a hospital in Uganda ran to me and gave me this big hug and thanked me for Thermazyme, a burn ointment that we sent with the supplies. She said to me, one of the patients has been in the hospital for 8 months, and when they applied this ointment, his burned skin was healed within 2 weeks and he was out of the hospital. She went on to tell me how some of the gloves and gowns that we provided went to help les médecins sans vacances, which mean doctor without orders, doctor without holidays, to perform surgeries on patients, something that they could not have been able to do without these supplies.
For those of you who have donated to Burundi Friends International, we thank you and ask for your continued support. We have started a great connection in Burundi. We continue to make visits back continually each year to ensure that what you have donated in materials and supplies and finances is distributed exactly where we want it. We strive to continue to assess the current needs, never to assume what we think is best, but to communicate. And so when I go back my third time, we will be going together, the supporters of Burundi Friends International, alongside with me, connecting again with Burundians to provide a better future for all Burundians and ourselves. We need your support.
Over the 5 years, I have been moved and continue to be driven by the fire, passion, and dedication of the community of Burundi Friends International board members.
Together we can continue to make a great difference, to offer hope and to help Burundians reach their potential.
Please consider making a tax-free donation to BFI by visiting our website at www.bufree.org. Thank you.